What's going on, everybody? All right, first of all, I just want you to look at me here. Man, don't I look good? I'm just kidding. I actually want you to see that I'm not really printing. This is a pretty big gun. It is, and I've already safety checked it, a CZ P10c, has a 15 round magazine, sporting a TLR 7A light with a spare magazine. And when I throw my shirt down, you don't even really see it. It just kind of goes away. And why is this so important? Because when you're carrying, you don't want to print. I don't worry about it a lot, but you really want to print as minimal as you possibly can. And today we are going to be reviewing the civilian TAC holster. I got this in probably, I don't know, about a month ago or so, and love it. Love it. I want to go over a few things I really like about this holster and tell you why this is probably going to be my next go-to holster company to carry my firearms with. Now, I have a ton of holsters. You've watched this channel. If you've watched this channel, you have seen tons of holsters on this channel and on my main channel, Gear Runner. I just hundreds of holsters. I've been sent many holsters to test, and I've bought a lot of holsters, and for appendix carry, this is actually one of my favorites. Now, you can actually tell, I want to show you, I have actually carried this. Look how much wear is on the eyelets on the back of this holster. They were actually green, and now they're basically silver. I've carried this thing almost every single day for a month, and again, if you want to check them out, it's civiliantacholsters.com right here. I would link it in the description below, but YouTube's getting kind of funny about stuff like that, and they've actually shut down people's channels for linking wrong stuff in the description. But if you'll just go type in that URL, it'll bring you up here, and you can pick up one of these awesome holsters. Now, let me go over some of the things I really like about this. Now, if you'll notice how this right here has a slant to it. What I like about this is when I put this on, it allows me to push this holster over a little bit more and get this more towards the center of my body. Now, why is that important? Because when you're walking or bending over, if you can't get this over just a little bit, this is going to be digging into your legs, into the side of your leg, into your pelvis. But if I can get this over just a little bit away from my right leg, it allows me a more flexibility, more maneuverability, stuff like that. And you know, that could be important if someone is shooting at you. But this right here, having this slope right here, it allows me to get that over, and it also allows that not to be digging in to my left leg. So there again, this allows me to scoot over, not digging in the left side, and by scooting this over, this is not digging in to my right side. Now, I do want to say, if you wasn't running a light, you would have a little bit lower profile here. All my carry pistols run a light on. I run a light on everything. I have lights on just tons of stuff, and I don't carry anything without a light. And they offer a ton of holsters with and without lights. Now, I got mine in multicam, as you can see, with a green backing. Now, why do I do that? During reholstering, I like to have a bright backing so I can see where I'm going. Really and truly, do you need multicam? Maybe not. It's cool though, and cool is what it is all about. A lot of people's not going to see your holster. Most people's not going to see your holster, but when you pull it out, show your friends, you know, hey, you got multicam on the front, and it's like ooh and ah. So they offer numerous amounts of colors, and you can have whatever color you put on the front. You can have another color put on the back, just like I did. You can have multicam put on both. It doesn't matter. But me personally, I like to have a brighter color on the back for reholstering purposes. Also, I love this sidecar type holster. I always like a spare magazine. Why do I do that? Because when I have this on, it feels more level across my body. I've tried holsters with just the gun on one side, and when I do that, it makes me feel uneven. It makes me feel like, and you are uneven because you have something very big on one side and not on the other. By adding this magazine, it kind of makes it even across the top. So across the top of my stomach, I feel like I'm I'm more level and evened out. And inside the waistband, I feel the same way if I have this. Now, if you prefer to not have the spare magazine on the side, you can just go with the gun only. They do offer holsters like that. But for me, I prefer to have my spare magazine. One more thing I want to point out before I take you over here to the range and kind of demonstrate it in use, this shock cord. Amazing. I have holsters with shock cord. I have holsters without shock cord made like this. This shock cord is so much more comfortable than a holster without shock cord. And why? Because you can flex it to your body. No matter what body shape you got, that holster is allowed to move and bend and flex a little bit, and it just kind of moves with you. There again, if you bend down, the holster can shift just a little bit like so. If it wants to wrap around your body a little bit, if you're skinnier, if you're a little more chunky, whatever you are, this allows you to actually have a more comfortable fit, and also allows it to actually not print as bad and be a little more discreet while you're carrying, because it does have a claw right here. Very important. Buy holsters with claws. But as your belt runs across this, it can now pull this in. If you have a all Kydex holster through here, like some companies make, that does not have this shock cord, it does not allow this to bend. It can't get it in as far, and your grip may actually be sticking out a little bit, even with a claw. Again, very, very comfortable. Cannot stress that. Normally, I do not carry guns this size. I carry more like a 365. You all know that if you've watched the channel. But when they reach out to me and ask me what holster I want it for, I didn't have an Appendix holster for this gun. I really like this gun. This gun is very pointable. So I thought, hey, let's try this one. And even though it is a larger gun, it melts away in the waistline, simply because, like I said, I can now get it over further because of this slant, how narrow it is at the bottom, and it doesn't dig into my thigh or pelvis. And that is one thing that I've seen from other holster companies that I have had a problem with, is that some of them doesn't have this slant, and it's a little wider down here at the bottom, and I can't scoot it over because then it's digging into my left leg or it's digging into my right leg. Civilian TAC holsters have got this figured out. It has been great. You can hear right here how it clicks in. See how it click? You can adjust the tension right here. I may need to adjust mine a little bit. I've been carrying this for quite a while. I did not Loctite these screws. That is something that I normally do, is Loctite screws. Even without Loctiting the screws, you can still hear how it clicks in. And the magazine, I did tighten down the magazine. It was a little too loose for me, but you can see right here, it's not coming out. Now, if I yanked it hard enough, I don't like my gun so tight that you can yank it and it don't fall out. I do like my gun to be able to come out with a little bit of ease, but if that's the way you like it, you can tighten these down to make it so. All right, so let me load this thing up and go over here. I have a target set up. We'll set up and I'll demonstrate a little bit of it. I'm not the quickest person on the draw, but I do all right. So let's set the camera up, see how we can do. All right, we're holstered up. The target is around 7 yards away. Just got a silhouette down there. We're just gonna fire a few shots. I've got 2 in the gun. I have a few in the magazine, so I'm gonna have to do a reload. Hopefully that goes smooth, because in a stressful situation, it's a whole lot worse than in the middle of the woods. Let's see how it works. Not the worst I've done in the world, but let's take it over here to target and see how that worked out. All right, so let's see here. All right, we had 1 in 8, 1 on the 9. The other 2 are right here in the center mass, but this is all still center mass right there. Let's do that again, see how we can turn out again. Okay. The slide stop, that threw me off. Oh, I was like, how come it didn't drop? Because I'm used to it locking back, and I rode the slide stop. All those were just a little bit left, still not outside the 8 range, and center mass, so we're good to go there. Got a few more rounds. Let's try it one more time and see if I don't ride the slide stop. think I've only got 2 rounds total in the magazine. I'm gonna try it one more time, see how we can do. See if we can put 1 in the body and 1 in the head on a reload. I am really riding that slide stop. That is something about this gun that I forgot. I take a really high grip. This is a really big slide stop, and when I get high on it, you can plainly see that my thumb is riding that. And I forgot about that. I hadn't shot this gun in a while, but I'd forgot that is why I don't carry it much, because I ride that slide stop. I'm not used to that because I don't do that on some of my other guns I do carry. So let me take you off here and go show you how we did that time. Okay, so again, right here is for the first shot. These were from the last ones. I had those 4 last ones. This is the shot right there. This is the head shot. So you can see it was well within it. And for shooting pretty quick, I'll take that center mass and a head shot on a reload. So again, civilian TAC holsters, just amazing holsters. Work fabulous. I mean, they're just amazing. This will be my go-to holster from here on out. I will need to order some more of these. I want to order one for my P365, and I actually want to order one for my 509 Tactical. I just got a 509 Tactical in. That gun is so pointable. Every time that I bring that gun up, the sights are just right there. They've never not been where they need to be when I just brought it up, you know, just from a low ready and bring it up. They're always right there, so I'll be picking one up for that as well. Again, civiliantacholsters.com. Awesome company. Thank you for sending me this out. I really appreciate it. I've had a great time carrying this because it has been very comfortable. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. We'll see you next time.